but I give up. Now flex. While you dare looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend, she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we live in
historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Packers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And here's Jones again on second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Pats, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's the rookie 4th-round pick, Pierre Strong.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Throwing Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
57 the mark. 57 the mark. Take me up.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
57.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 77 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now Folk for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Complete to Jones. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Dillon is in. Touchdown, Packers. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Rodgers now on first down. And Lazard's got it again. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Dobbs made the day 3 of the draft, and Green Bay loves the dimension he brings to their group of receivers, and that's speed. The head coach really wanted someone who could take the top off of a defense in the draft, and they got him in Romeo Dobbs out of Nevada. You can easily see him getting steadily more and more targets as the weeks go on.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
With Harris out of the shotgun, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
68 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jones off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Tyquan Thornton.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball, taking it right down Broadway. The 40. The 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, Rodgers. He's got Lewis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Check 41. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 22, Jones eluding the pressure right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Now Jones on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
This one swung outside to Strong.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking Strong's way again, and he's got it. On the move past the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Give to Strong running right.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Off play action. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, It's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Jones. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first. On the give, this is Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
From the 44, Jones. He completes it to Beckham. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Handoff, Strong running left. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. 109 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll run was strong.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Pats, it'll be a 500 start as the